If you're new here, I'm Pippa, and this is Pippa Jones Beauty. If you're returning, thanks for stopping by again. Hey, today I wanted to talk to you about something that I held out for, and I'm so glad I did. And it is the Gucci palette. And I also have the new Gucci blushes. And if you've been following along with me, you know that I have been a huge fan in the past year of these little babies and these little babies. And they sit on my vanity in my bed, not my vanity, my dresser. And then I have some glass makeup skincare area cases on top of my dresser. And these are what stay there. So they are there not only because they are vanity worthy, but because Gucci has really been knocking it out of the park in the last years as far as the quality, the wearability, and the beauty of the products. So if you're interested in hearing about that and some other of my summer favorites and trying some new stuff out too, stick around. All right, so let's begin the try-on portion of this video. So of the Gucci products that I do have, I have been really impressed with them all. And let's start out today with the serum. It is a silk priming serum. It is 1 fluid ounce, which is, pretty common. It is a little bit pricey. I'll put the price up here. But I feel that it's a very good quality primer for me. They do have a more mattifying primer, but as for me, I do like a hydrating primer that is glowy but not overly sparkly, helps with the radiance, I want to say. And this one feels really nice on the skin. And the times that I have used it, I have been as pleased as I have with most primers that I have used. And again, these are like I said, these are the products that stay on my vanity in my bedroom that I enjoy seeing them. I enjoy the aesthetic of having them, but they're also really great quality products that I'm using a lot. So it's a cool thing that we have such gorgeous packaging, vanity worthy, and that it's a cohesive collection that really has been some of my go-tos. Like since the summer, the brows and waterproof brows and the liner have been go-to. I've spoken on those before and how I have really been using those. It's my personal preference, overtook Tom Ford. So I have my primer. I did not, though, get the foundation that was released with this primer about a year ago. And I chose not to get that because although this part of me that loves to be a completionist and a collector really wanted that foundation for my vanity. But we have to be wise. So many products, so many creations, and what are we really going to use? And I thought, if that is not a quality type of foundation that I'm going to really be happy with and use, I shouldn't be spending that kind of money on it. So today instead, I'm going to use a newish product, and it is the Chanel Water Fresh Touch. And it came out this past summer, and it has absolutely been one of my favorites. I have B30. I use this both as a concealer, which originally it was targeted for, and I do use it all over as well. And I have to say, when it comes to Chanel, I find for my personal preference, if I only had to say, if they said, Pippa, you can only keep one brand of foundation, what would it be? And I would definitely have to say that it would be Chanel. Do I have lots of other favorites? Oh, heck yes. I mean, Giorgio Armani, Luminous foundation, let's see, Surratt Dewdrop, Westman Atelier, the Stick Foundation, amongst my favorites. I really like the Pat McGrath foundation for a light, luminous look. There's so many great foundations, but of all the foundations, probably Chanel, I'm gonna say, is my favorites, both in their glowy foundation, their ultra wear, the sublimage, the water fresh tints. Just I just love them so much. They're just for my skin, and I think so many people who do like light medium coverage just do so good, giving you that hydrated kind of dewy-ish look. So all over, now I have put the Le Beige Water Fresh Touch, and I did use it as concealing in my eye area. Okay, so what did I have under this eye area? I did have, prior to the new Chantecaille Sheer Rose Face Tint, which I kind of put in my under eye area here, kind of this area there. Why? Because I've been finding that I want to have less concealer, less cakey concealer, less powdery cakiness under my eyes. Yep, I am in my 40s. I am showing, you know, the signs of aging, and that's okay. That's who I am right now. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be alive. Okay, the other option is not alive. So aging is part of being alive. Okay, so I have that under, trying to get, you know, a little bit more hydration and luminosity. Something that I have been learning by listening to makeup artists, and we know that the trend is a less foundation, more natural, more skincare infused, and that is awesome. That is great. That's the look that I'm definitely into. But we do have these I do have these circles, not circles, but darker green black parts right here, and the little shadows that come here. I definitely need some brightening and concealing. So what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to use a lot of moisturizing to make sure that this area is super duper moisturizing, especially after I use a retinol at night or every other night, and other acids on my face that I rotate through. We know that that can dry out the under eye area, so we want to be super hydrated. I think part of my problem with concealers before is that I wasn't getting enough hydration. So I'm definitely using my serums, my Augustus Better Victoria Beckham serum, my Chantecaille serum, BioLifting, and then going in with brightening type moisturizing with great skincare, such as this product by Chantecaille, and also the Origins, the vitamin C, the brightening one that has, oh gosh, I don't have it right here with me, but that's what I've really been doing, is trying to be moisturizing, then using either less of the concealer and making sure it's super moisturized. Okay, because to tell the truth, one of the favorite things to use concealing is Jones Road, the foundation stick too, for that. But today, since we're also trying on a few new things, I do have a sample of the Charlotte Tilbury Radiant Concealer, Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. And we know that Charlotte has been, she's had a lot of other concealers that I've had, but I'm just gonna kind of dot those here and here as well. And, you know, some I used all the way up, some, but I never really repurchased one of her concealers. And this one does seem, it's pretty thick, pretty creamy. She's been on the kick also of the skincare infused, a lot of hyaluronic in hers, and I do like her eye cream, and I do like her moisturizer, her magic cream. So I'm just targeting a little bit more where I have those shadows there. And so this was a sample from Sephora, and this is one. So I'm trying to achieve kind of that brightening. Now this is very creamy, and it is melting into my skin very nicely, but I'm still trying to keep it very light. I'm trying to just do my areas and not exactly the under eye part, because I already put those other brightening products in. So I think that that helped me a lot there. Okay, good, nice. Okay, so let's try the Gucci powder. The Gucci powder is amongst my favorites. We all know, if you've been around, that Chantecaille's, I'm going in with the Chanel brush. Chantecaille's blurring powder is among my favorites, but I'm just going to lightly kind of tap this around the sides of my nose, eyes, kind of this T-zone area. And I find that this is one of my favorites, along with the Chantecaille and probably the Dior Backstage. Probably, I would say, my most used powders. But this is very lovely too. I'm feeling, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling that this is a good combination. Everything's playing well together. I feel like I'm pretty well concealed here. I think I'm gonna grab a little bit more of this with an eyeshadow brush and just kind of do that. Ooh, I don't like when my eyebrows look so evil. Anyway, so very cool. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of lip on because I didn't put anything on, I'm feeling dry. So we have the limited edition lipstick that just was recently released, and it is I would say a warm corally pink. And I think that it's sold out at Sephora. So if this is one that you think, oh, I definitely want to have this collection, this is something you're going to want to pick up soon because it is limited edition. I know it's still at Nordstrom as of when I'm recording this video. Okay, kind of almost a little clashy with my vibrant pink shirt here. But I feel like it is a very, very lovely coral. I like how it feels. I don't like it as much as I love my beloved Chantecaille Lip Cheeks, but it's close. It's close. And I don't have any other of this formulation. I do have Margaret Candlewood, which I believe is a satin, or is it a matte? But that's the only other Gucci lipstick that I do have, because again, I'm only like new to Gucci in the last year or so. Started with the bronzer and the powder, kind of waited around a bit, tried out the matte lipsticks, really, really like those that came out in the summer, tried these, and finally just getting on board with the mascara to try out, the new blushes. And as I said, I did not purchase these. And really, absolutely stunning, so vanity worthy, so coordinating with the last year's Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia release, and the beautiful pink. I mean, especially if you like pink and you like this aesthetic, I mean, come on, it's so pretty. But beyond just being pretty, as I said, so it has a nice mirror, and they have made these so that they're potentially replaceable, and or you could maybe store some jewelry in there if you ever use these up. So it's kind of really cool. Was it super pricey? Yes. And the reason that I was really tempted to purchase this was I happened to have $100 Sephora reward, and so it made it be $100 or $50 versus $150, which is very, very pricey. Are these colors legendary? No. Are we seeing a lot more blues lately and minty greens? Yes, absolutely. I did not have the other one, but as the reviewers said, the formulation and the pan size was not so ideal for the price. So I skipped last year's, but I definitely thought that this was a little bit more my style. And I thought that there's a nice combination of some mattes and some shimmers. And I had heard that it was a very, very nice formulation. And today, all I'm going to do is a very, very simple look, and I'm just going to go in all over the lid with this peachy color. And I'm just using a Refer 15. And it's not going to be the most intense look. I'm just going to go out to lunch, and I want to have this kind of peachy blueness going on. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna try to add a little bit more depth. I'm gonna go in with this darker brown, and I'm just gonna kind of line a little bit there. And then just put a little bit more in the corner to try to make a little bit more definition, volume, super simple. Yeah, the matte's lovely, lovely. You know, ooh, I got my eyeball there. That's what happens when you're trying to work in a phone camera. Not ideal, but I needed to get back into. I like to be here. I need to get back into it. I do it for fun. It's my release, my fun. Don't make any money. I've been sent a couple products, but not much. So this is more fun for me than anything. And I like to talk to people and watch other people's videos on this platform. You know, I've talked with some really, really awesome people. So then I want to go ahead and go in with that light blue shade, Cinderella light blue shade. And I still want to see my coral popping through, so I'm just keeping that kind of like on the lower part of my lid, so that when I flutter my eyelashes, you can kind of see that blue. And then on the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with the champagne satiny color, just kind of brighten that a little bit under there. So super simple, but lovely. Could be made definitely more dramatic with some more of the browns, but I'm not going to go for that right now. I am going to comb out these brows and just add a teeny bit with the waterproof brow pencil. I just love the little midget, totally small, and I love the waterproofness. And I am not like a crazy like brow person. I wish my brows were a little bit more closer together because I feel like I have like so much space here. Makes my head look long, but so just a little bit to kind of even it out. It's just easy to use, very fine. I can draw on the lines, they look nice. Not sometimes I put gel, but not today. And I like this tip because it's long and I can do different things, whether it's tattoo stamp and work a little wing, or you know, somehow this works for me and my eyes and my ability to control the eyeliner very nicely. So it's my favorite. This mascara impressed me. I did not want to really get another mascara because I don't like to really pay a lot for mascaras, except for the Chantecaille Full Sail Longest Lash. But this one also had good reviews, and I actually really, really like it. It's very lengthening. It's got this really cool spoolie that has like these little tiny hairs that aren't hairs, they're like plasticky. There you can see, pretty straight, but it's kind of like an oval shape. So they're really, really tiny at the tip and the end. And the material keeps it really clean. So I've been actually really liking this for another alternative. So there you go. So we got this nice little look going. And what else do we need? We need to try the new blushes, of course. Ah, so cute. Be careful when you're opening it. It's not a pop. It's like you gotta just like pull up the top. So right now I have two shades. I have 05 Rosy, oh boy, Rosy Beige, definitely my kind. And I have that corally one, the number 4, which I thought, you know, with this palette, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get more, I thought these would be very, very nice looking together. So I'm just gonna take Rougher 05, swirl it around in here. Now I find this very satiny, soft powder, not creamy powder, but it's a matte, and it's very, very nice. I am a blush girl, but I am a picky blush girl. And I was thinking at first it was going to be kind of like, let's build this side a little bit more. I was thinking it was going to kind of be like the Bouncing Blush by Bare Minerals, like the the Giorgio Armani, those types of kind of cream powdery blushes, but it's not too creamy, but oh, it goes on like a dream. And this coral color is just beautiful. I really, really like them. And I think it's gonna be one of those products that I have to get them all. So hopefully when I get some rewards from my credit card, I can pick up some. And actually right now there's on Sephora, you can get 2 little samples of Gucci if you spend so much. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. Okay, so we're almost done. So I have that on, and I thought maybe I'll just take this darker one. And I'm gonna go in, let's see if I can clean this up a bit. Micro towel. I'm gonna just go in kind of on the apples of my cheeks. Oh yeah, that intensifies it. Oh, it's just beautiful. Ooh, love, love, love it. Really, really. So they have really knocked it out of the park for me. Gucci really has. I really, really have been enjoying the products. I have. The only thing left I have to try here is the bronzer, and this is a bronzer is amongst my favorites, and huge, you know, social media hit, and you know, it is available now in more shades. The numbers are kind of confusing. I have 02, and I think 02 came out later or something, but let's add a little bronzing here. So lovely. The powders are really, really nice. They really, really are. So there we go. Gucci really doing it for me. It's a very beautiful, nice, everyday look. The products feel fabulous. They perform great. This is not your editorial type. This is your beauty enhanced. Could you take, there's enough intensity here in these products that you could definitely make it more of like a Gucci runway type of look, but I'm not that kind of girl. So I really like this look. Thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate that you took the time and spent it with me. Let me know, have you gotten into Gucci yet? What are your thoughts? Did you try out some of these other new products? What are your opinions on this line? Is it worth it? It's pretty pricey. Let me know what you have. If you learned something, like something, of course, give it a thumbs up. That's a great way to support my channel. And even more importantly, be subscribed. Join the community. So let's talk about this stuff. That helps me out. And I'm just going to spray some gorgeous gardenia. White floral. Sweet. Not overpoweringly sweet. Looks awesome on my vanity. A little bit musky as we go on. I'm not a huge patchouli person. There's very few patchoulis that I can rate, but this one does not have that kind of vibe. Definitely a beautiful light white floral. Gardenia. Gorgeous. Till next time. Hope you're well.
I don't know how I forgot to talk about this, so I'm back because I forgot to talk about the Luminous Face and Lip Gloss, which is $34, which was one of my first products from Gucci, and I absolutely love it. I have been using it like crazy this summer, and basically, you know, it looks like a clear, transparent gel. It is not in any way like over sticky or over emollient. It's kind of in between there, and it's just a clear gel. And how I use it as a highlighter, a very natural glowy highlighter. It's just transparent, so it's just basically bringing this kind of shine to your face, and it totally lasts, and it covers up pores and doesn't emphasize.